Hello and welcome to this episode of For Traveling Teens. I'm Shae Pepper, the traveling teach, and today I have with me Martin. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
Hi, how
Um,
are you today?
I am good. We're,
Excellent. Can you introduce yourself for everyone?
I am. My name is Martin. I'm 15 years old, and we've been in 9 countries.
You've been in 9 countries. Awesome. What country are you in right now?
Mexico City.
Ah, nice. Is it warm there right now? It's January when we're recording this. Is it warm in Mexico City today?
Yes, it is.
Very nice. Awesome. So, why do you enjoy traveling?
uh, because you get to experience a lot of different stuff and see cool stuff, and um, it's just cool to
It is,
experience
yeah.
everything.
Yep. I love it too. It's very I love getting to go new places, try new food, meet new people. As someone who is an extrovert, so someone who gets my energy from being around other people, I love it. It's really good for me. So what is your favorite way to travel? Do you love to go by boat, by car, by plane? What do you love? How do you love to travel?
I definitely do not like traveling with a car
No.
because because you get to drive hours and hours in a car and it's not comfortable.
Well, I'm on a 7-year road trip, and I would agree with you. There are days where I just do not want to be in the car again. I totally get it. And especially if you have siblings. You have a few siblings, right? So
Yeah, 3.
even worse, right? Everybody's smushed together in the car. Mom's trying to make you play the license plate game. It's just no good, right?
Yeah.
So what do you love to travel by?
I like traveling by plane. It's you get to see like the view on the top. It's pretty cool, and it's just much comfortable than driving on a car.
It is for sure. Really, I don't like flying itself. It's hard for me. I have some anxiety around flying, but I do like that it lets me go where I want to go more quickly than driving for sure.
Yeah.
And there are parts of it that can be fun and be very exciting. And I agree with you that the view from above is fantastic. Especially if it's clear where you can see maybe the water or the mountains and things like that. It can be a really cool experience. So
Yeah,
you
I took
mentioned that you've done 9 countries on your trip and travels so far. Why
yes.
do you think it's important for tweens and teens to travel away from their home area?
I think it's important because kids can think that traveling is not good, that something bad's gonna happen, or stuff like that, just bad thoughts. But I say they should try it, just do a test travel, or like, yeah, and see if they like that. And if they do, then they'll um, they can travel and like stay maybe like a week or just for a couple of days. And yeah.
Cool. So your suggestion is to take some sort of little practice trips first before
Yeah.
embarking on a months long adventure.
Yeah. I think
Because
that's
your family,
important.
your family is on a months long adventure now, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be in Mexico City for somewhere between 2 months and 6 months.
Yes.
Awesome. How do you feel about that? Are you excited?
Yes, so far it's been awesome. We we tried so many different food here, and it's been really good. And
I am
just
I am all about the food. I am here for that life for sure.
yeah, our family's all about the food. I mean, not all about the food, but we really like food.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. I love it. So, what is your big travel dream? I have spoken to a couple of your siblings. So, if you've been listening along to the podcast, Ryan and Riley are Martin's siblings. I know where their travel dreams are. Where is yours? Where would you go if money were no object and you could go anywhere? Where would you go?
Oh, that's hard. So many cool places.
I know.
Uh, I think I would go back to Paris to just explore more. We stayed there like for 2 days because we were too late, so our flight um, we couldn't make it in time, so we had to stay in Paris for 2 days. And we explored. We went to a museum and saw the Mona Lisa.
How did you feel about the Mona Lisa?
It was cool to see it in person because I seen it like in pictures on my like phone or iPad, that kind of stuff, but never in person. So it was cool.
Do you think it's worth all the hype?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So, when you're planning to go on a trip, right? Usually the moms and the dads, the teachers, they do all the planning, but how much input do you like to have, or do you have when you travel with your family?
I do not have much input. Well, my mom really does everything, but she talks to us about it, and we um, just talk about it and say how we feel and stuff.
Okay, cool. So, what are your must-haves? Like, I know we all have to have like our clothes and stuff like that, but like, when it's time to pack for a trip, what are you like? I cannot go without this.
Oh, definitely a soccer ball.
Okay.
I really like soccer. Um, uh, Shorts. I like having shorts instead of pants,
Hmm.
long pants.
Yeah, my husband,
Uh,
Mr. Steven, he doesn't like to wear long pants either. He prefers shorts as well.
they're just more comfortable, I think.
Agreed.
Um, I don't really travel with toys, so
Any
that's
books or movies or anything you download?
oh I download some shows on my iPad or phone to watch, but yeah, that's really all.
What's your favorite show right now?
Oh, uh, uh, this soccer show I started watching. They speak Spanish, but they translate it to English.
Very cool.
It's
So you're a huge fan of soccer or football, as it's known around a lot of the world. Do you have a
yeah.
specific team that you like and support?
I used to support Barcelona,
Okay.
uh, but now I support PSG
Mm.
because Messi moved to Paris.
Uh-huh. So
No.
really, you're a Messi fan.
Yes.
Am I
Yeah,
correct in remembering that he plays for Argentina?
yeah. For his, he played for Argentina in the World Cup for his country, and
Yeah.
they won the World Cup.
Okay. Because Mr. Steven, my husband, is English and his team is Liverpool and obviously
Really.
England. So he was just happy to see Ronaldo cry. That was pretty much his whole goal with the World Cup this year.
He doesn't. He's not a fan of Ronaldo.
No, no.
Me neither.
Well, there you go. See, disliking Cristiano Ronaldo is what brings football fans together across the world. So, when you go to a location, what are you looking for on a trip? I know you said mom does most of the planning, but if you could do the planning, what would be your favorite things? Is it trying food? Is it history? Is it libraries? Is it sports? What would you do?
Um, Sports. Uh, I, I don't know what else. Food.
Hmm.
That's always good. Um, uh, that's really all. I don't really like reading or anything like that.
Okay, fair enough. I totally get it. Everybody's interests are different. I know that, you know, just chatting with different young people, sometimes they love art museums, sometimes they love history, sometimes they just love food, sometimes they want amusement parks. Everybody is different. So no shame in your game, Martin. Whatever you enjoy doing is good with me. Have you been to any sporting events like in country that you have not been to before somewhere else?
Uh, no, I
Are there
watch.
things you'd like to go?
Uh, yeah, I would like to go watch a soccer game, but I don't know when that will be. Maybe when I'm older and I travel by myself or something,
Mhm.
I can go watch a soccer game.
Steven and I have been to an Aussie rules football game, which was really cool in Australia. And we went to a cricket match, like a Grand Slam cricket match thing one time in either New Zealand or Australia as well. So yeah, there's definitely opportunities out there to see sports you love and sports you don't even know you love.
Yeah.
So talking about trips and places that you've been, what is your favorite trip memory?
Um, Favorite trip memory. Probably when we were in Istanbul and forgot her name, but it was she was my mom's friend, and my mom actually watched her on TV on a baking show, or not baking, cooking show, uh, and my mom asked her if she can make uh, Turkish breakfast for us, and we went there and ate, and it was the best breakfast I had.
Wow. So what makes up a Turkish breakfast? What did you have?
Oof. There was like this cheese that was sweet and good. Uh, I had, I don't really remember what all we had, but we had, I think, bread. I think we had, yeah, that
The
was
sweet
really
cheese was
good.
memorable.
Yeah, that was really good.
I love cheese. I'm here for any kind of cheese too. Yep. So do you have any other funny or interesting stories you want to share with me?
Um, though, yesterday we went to a sports store um, to look for scooters and roller blades and all this. And I got roller blades, and today we're going to a skate park. So I'm excited uh, to rollerblade. I gotta learn how to rollerblade because I'm not good at it.
Do you have wrist guards?
Uh, no, I have helmet though.
Okay. Be careful on your wrist. That's your biggest thing with rollerblading is you go to catch yourself and you fall on your wrist. So always just make sure you've got the helmet on your head. Just land head first. No, I'm just kidding. Don't land head first. But uh, try to sit on your bottom rather than land on your arms.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a ton of fun. And I love that you guys found kind of like local things to do that are affordable that you can like build your skills in it over the next few months. So that's really cool. So we mentioned food and you've mentioned how much you enjoy food. I too love the food. Are you an adventurous eater? Will you try to eat anything or do you like to keep it pretty traditional?
Uh, I would not eat everything, but I do try a lot of new food. It depends what it is, really.
What's the best or worst or most unusual thing you've tried?
Uh, the the unusual. Um, the grubs we had in uh what was it? Shoot, I forgot the name.
That's when you were in the Amazon, right? You tried
Yes.
grubs
Yeah, Amazon.
for your brother's
Um,
birthday.
yes, me and him ate one raw, and it was okay. I liked it cooked better.
Yes. It sounds like it's definitely worth making sure that they were cooked. What's your favorite food you've tried? I mean, obviously you said Turkish breakfast was amazing. Any other favorite foods that you've tried, places that you recommend for us?
Yes, here in Mexico. Um, they're called gorditos.
Mm-hmm.
Like they fill, they're like tacos, but they're not tacos. And gorditos stands for little something. Uh, little fat. It stands for little fat. And so they put stuff inside it, and it's so good. It's super good.
Awesome. That sounds delicious. Chef's kiss sounds delicious. So, is there anything that makes you anxious when you travel? Maybe not knowing where you're going or not speaking the language or heights. Anything that makes you anxious or fearful when you travel, and how do you navigate those feelings?
Uh, heights is one of them, uh, and language. um, well, when I don't know how to speak a language, I just really use the translator on my phone to just try to communicate better. Um, heights, uh, when we're in the airplane, sometimes I'm a little nervous. So when I'm nervous, I just don't think bad stuff in my head. Just turn on really music on and listen to music, or like try to go to sleep. But I never really fall asleep on airplanes or cars.
Mm, yeah. But sometimes just having something that can help distract you from those thoughts that are coming that are going to come either way. So you might as well try and deal with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some really good advice. Thank you. What is something that you want parents or teachers, any adults who are planning a trip, what's something you want them to know when they're planning a trip with or for teens or tweens?
Uh, I think it's good to talk to them of what you're you are going to do, because if they don't know what you're going to do, then they'll they'll be nervous.
Mm.
So I think it's good to talk to them before you actually do it.
So giving them kind of some overview and some plans so they can mentally prepare.
Yeah,
Well,
that's always good.
now, what would you say if there's a teen or a tween who's come across this podcast and they're like, I don't know about this traveling thing. I mean, you're talking about heights, you're talking about eating grubs. I don't know if this is for me. What would you say to those who are not sure if they would like travel?
Uh, I would say, well, first you should try it, because it's good to try stuff, um, and and see if you like it. If you like it, then um, you can travel like us, or I mean, like maybe not full time, but for like couple days or a week. Yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Martin. Thanks for being on the podcast.
yeah. Thank you.
This has been an episode of For Traveling Teens, a podcast for teens and tweens who love travel, whether they're actively traveling or just dreaming. I'm Shae Pepper, the traveling teach. At the time of this recording, I am on a 5-year, 50-state road trip around the US, although with COVID, it's going to end up being 6 or 7 years. Darn you, COVID. But I travel full time with my husband, Steven, and our dog, Truffles. I'm a professional youth worker and online educator. I'm passionate about learning on location and want to bring that experience to as many young people as possible through my virtual field trips. To learn more about my travels and online classes, go to thetravelingteach.com. To follow Truffles' travels, our trip from her perspective, which I am sure is infinitely more interesting to most of you than I am, go to at Truffles Travels US on Instagram. To be a guest, tween, or teen on the podcast, just reach out at thetravelingteach.com/contact.